Alright. Amatsu Magatsuchi with dual blades. Are we missing anything? I don't think so. Let's go. Music's cozy. It's a nice hub, isn't it? Hi, John. I don't know if I said hello to you yet today, but hi. I won't skip the cutscene this time. Hopefully this won't take 45 minutes like the last one did. I doubt it will. It'll be dumpy, but it'll go faster than that. Is this the first attempt? This is the first dual blades attempt, yeah. Hey, IRB Goodja. We just did Super Amatsu with bow. We finished it in 2 attempts. And now we're trying it with dual blades because... Or this isn't Super Amatsu, this is regular Amatsu. We're trying regular Amatsu with dual blades because... Get out of the way of that. The hub music? I'm not sure, Martz. I like the set so much. There's a sweet spot in the middle of that attack that you sometimes have to get into with dual blades. You can't get out of the way. It feels cool when you hit it. Yep, it hurts. Doesn't hurt as much as with bow, though. What's the gnarliest multi-monster quest you could think of that would still be somewhat realistic? That is a very broad question. I don't know. I don't really think very often about how I would design quests. Cool looking dragon. This is Amatsu Magatsuchi. It's very, very pretty. It is quite scary, yeah. Yeah, I could tell. I could definitely tell that Procow. I know this isn't just the difference between the bow defense and the Blade Master defense. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Bloses are some of the scarier fights to do together. Same with the Wraths. let's get out of the corner. I love this set so much. This set's so cool. This is the first set that we did Elatrian with, I think. Ouch. I wasn't expecting that move. Hey, awesome man, welcome. How you doing tonight? Who's this? This is Amatsu Magatsuchi, one of the final bosses of Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, and also brought to Monster Hunter Generations as well. We did a super event version of this with Bo for Procow's birthday, and now that we've done that, we're just doing it with dual blades, or we're doing the regular version of it, not the super event version, with dual blades, just cuz. It's a really bad fight for dual blades, so it's kind of a challenge. What about 3U? It's not in 3U. It was only in Portable 3rd, and then they brought it back for Generations. Yep, we got it, Greco. It took us 2 tries. There were 2 minutes left on the second try, but we cleared it. What you get from it? I don't think we got anything specifically event. I don't think it had any special event ticket or anything. Not that I saw in the rewards. Just got regular Amatsu stuff, I think. It's weird how GU doesn't have Shenguren or Yamatsukami. Yeah. It is. Do you generally enjoy first phase or final phase of monsters more? Final phase for sure. The pressure's on, man. Oh, okay. Extra chances of the rares. I gotcha. That makes sense. Is it hit? That's pretty mean right there. The other supers are stronger than the normal versions, but not like Amatsu. What other supers are there, Procow, besides Amatsu? I think there's a super Elatrian, right? I wanted to do that one too. I don't know that I ever did. Oops. So hard to reach this thing. Super Eucanos, a Cantor, a Elatrian, and other event things like those giant nibble snarfs and the bear, etc. Gotcha. Okay. Super Elatrian sounds painful. Yeah, Fog. I wanted to do it just because I know that 3 Ultimates is so rough. I want something that's similar to that, because I really enjoy Elatrian's fight in this game. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, John. I certainly feel that way. You don't have to, but I think it's really fun. I would recommend the Vita. The Vita's a little bit of a nicer system. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but the homebrew scene's a little bit easier to work with. It's a little more new, like more modern of a homebrew scene, which is nice for loading the Monster Hunters on, because you can't download all of them from the PlayStation Store on the Vita. It looks a lot nicer, and there's a second stick. It just feels like an incredible console. Aw, we didn't get the sweet spot. Yeah, the Vita's really, really a nice system for Monster Hunter. If it had a newer Monster Hunter on it, it would be really hard to argue with. Look how frustrating it is. Yeah, the PSP is still good. There's nothing wrong with it, and if you can get a good deal on like a decent condition one, then I would go for it still. It's still fun to play Monster Hunter on that. I did it for well over a year. Not tonight, Marth. Not tonight. The Vita's just a little nicer. If you go for anything besides like just going for like 1 or 2 hits on the head and going for like the back legs the whole time, it's so frustrating. Couldn't get to it either. I probably could have dodged that one out instead of going in for the sweet spot. I want to get the sweet spot at least once. It's really fun. Whoops. Aw, it still got me. Just to be clear, I'm not always going to do every challenge that people want me to do. Usually I prefer people just give me a certain weapon they'd like to see or a certain weapon monster combo. Challenges are kind of special. It's not like a guaranteed thing. Wait, no, I didn't mean to sharpen that. My bad. The PSP Slim is really nice, John. I would recommend it. Both the 2000 and the 3000 are really good, and they have the same internals. The 3000 just is a little different screen. The Vita Slim. The Vita Slim and the Vita Fat are pretty similar to one another. I think they're both decent. I have the original Vita with the fatter one. Gonna get hit by that, yeah. The crits are really nice on this setup. Yep, the differences between the Vitas are you have an OLED on the original versus an LCD on the second gen. The OLED is probably going to wear out a little sooner in terms of like the colors will shift a bit, but it has much deeper blacks and more vibrant colors. The LCD won't have that problem, but it isn't quite as nice looking. Let's see, what else? It's slimmer, obviously. You can get a model with a 3G slot for the original one, not that you can even use it anymore. Yeah, the Slim has a gig of internal memory, whereas the original one doesn't. The Slim's 1 gig of internal memory, I think, makes it a little easier to put homebrew on than the original one, but only just. I think what that means is that for the original, you need a PS Vita memory card to put homebrew on it, because you need something to put the homebrew on, whereas the Slim, you can just hack straight up. Yeah, the Fat Vita's OLED. I have that one here. I've had 2 of them. It's pretty nice. Mine's like shifted where the grays look a little bit green, and like most of the time I don't notice that, but then every once in a while I compare to like the monitor I'm looking at up here, and it's like the monitor's just a little more cool, and this is a little more warm and green, and it's like, it's not quite color accurate, but the colors are still fun to look at. The blacks are still really deep. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, man. This is not where you want to be. I think I'm going to get hit here. Nope, didn't get hit. That's cool. Alright, well, we made it to the second phase pretty quickly, so we're still dealing decent damage. I think we'll have a little bit of an easier time keeping up damage than with bow, because we're not as squishy. Oh, I keep forgetting about those tornadoes. It's a good thing they don't hit very hard in my set right now. That's okay, John. I love talking about that kind of stuff. I put way too much hours of research into like the different ways you can play old Monster Hunter games on different kinds of hardware. If you ever want to talk about that, hit me up in the Discord. I love talking about that in like the hardware entire chat. That's one of the things I like doing the most. There's the tail cut. I was just about to say I'm surprised we haven't cut it off yet. It felt like we almost rolled that, but I think the roar just came out late. I'm paying attention this time. I'm paying attention to the trainings. Again? Nice. There's the sweet spot. Feels so cool every time you get that properly. Gather from the flower? What flower? Is there a flower gathering spot in this area? I don't think there's any gathering besides the ballista shop that you can gather. The blue flower around the center? Like what, this one? There's a tail here. I can gather from the tail. Is this the blue flower? Walked over to bunch during bow run. Did I? There's a tail I can carve. I don't think I can gather from this flower. I'll check in a second, but I'm pretty sure that's just the tail. Oh, nope, never mind. You can get herbs! Dude! Frickin' Pog, we should've gone for that. Hi player, welcome. Did I say yo, or are you guys just saying yo? Now I can't tell if I'm even the one saying it or if it's just you guys. It's cool you can gather herbs here though. We get blasted, but we get blasted. Oh, I almost could have Superman did that. You can see me almost get it each time. It's like a very small sweet spot, but you can get used to where it is. I think it's like slightly to, if you're facing her, slightly to the right of where her chest is where it's going to be safe. Like just like on the slight right side of her chest. I can't help but call it her, because it just looks like very graceful to me. And I guess I associate that with femininity. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I think it's an interesting concept of stuff like that. People don't call Gammoth she, even though that's the she. People call Mizutsume she, because it's pink. Got clocked. I got you, Ryan. That makes sense. Couldn't get around the side there because she was facing us while we were up against the wall. Yeah, I think that's the safe bet, Fog. It seems like most of them are masculine, interestingly enough, which makes some sense. Like, if there were two versions of this species, you'd assume that the male ones would usually be more aggressive. Unless they're like a Black Diablos, where they're like angry because they're like protecting their brood or whatever. Oh, we're dipping close towards like headcanon lore territory there. So we need to be careful about that. Would you like to hit 2 hits of your Demon Dance? Here you go. Use dual blades. That's kind of cool. It almost looked like I was going to stay safe in the center there for a moment, which would have been pretty neat. Oh, I have no ballast shot. Whoops. What is if you sharp? Oh god, don't sharpen. Oh no! Hey Cameron Keys, thank you for the sub. Thank you very, very much. It's generous of you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Good to know. If you sharpen during that, you don't get rooted to the ground like you'd think. You get just sucked straight in while sharpening, which is pretty interesting. Nope. I don't know exactly how to spot the sweet spot with that. I want to practice it though, because it feels so darn good. The Demon Dance is just abysmal. In the Marth's shush. Marth's is being a troll. Yep, I can see how that's pretty frustrating. Doing dual blades on this matchup definitely teaches you a lot about how Amatsu's moves start up and where they actually extend to for different kinds of charges and swipes. Because you have to kind of play around them when you're close to her. She can start them up with basically on top of you a lot of the time. That's gonna hurt, yeah. Yep, not a good example of that there, but you know. Got it. It feels so good every time. And like you legitimately can't outrange it with dual blades. Unless you already are sheathed and are able to Superman dive, you cannot outrange that move. So you're better off trying to roll for the sweet spot there than actually try and get out of the way. Martz, why are we talking about this? Realism, I guess? No, I don't need that. I'm good. That's not... Like, these games aren't about realism. They really aren't. They're about creating a reality where all this kind of cool, fantastical stuff can exist together. People holding giant weapons, monsters that make no sense when realism is applied to them. I really, really, really don't need generals. At least ammo. If it adds super weak points, oh well. That's gonna hurt. Shouldn't go for the head. That's another reason. That's another reason you don't really go for the head with Amatsu, is it's super unsafe. You can get out of the way from her tail a lot of the time, but if you're close to her head when she buffers some of those moves, you're just screwed. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Good thing we have speed sharpening. We're doing it, Turnip. We're doing it. I'm not even mauled, because this is like the third time I've done this matchup. It does feel bad whiffing so many hits, though. Like, it's not a fun matchup. You don't get to hit any of the fun parts of the monster. Oops. Oh, here we go. Final phase. Looking good. Moves like that are tough because you literally just can't avoid them with dual blades. So it's like, it's not a fun matchup. It's just doable though, especially if you bring like strong enough blade master gear. Ow. Let's try out the fish. Procow says they're a ration eating animation. Nope, they're definitely a steak eating animation. But that's okay, we tried it, and it wasn't that slow. Like, you can get that in the same openings. You can get a lot of potions in, I think, if you really wanted to regen some red health. Normal is 3 beams. Remember super doing the 4th beam? I never saw the 4th beam. It's not to say I don't believe you that I can do that, but I don't remember that. Or I didn't see it at all in my matchup. But then again, my own only did the super once or twice. Isn't there like a speeding skill? Yeah, totally. I don't have it on, but yeah, there is one. You can make it more viable. Hey, we actually got a head break. That's insane. Should go for head more often. The reason I don't, Marks, is that a lot of its moves come out from the head, which means it's really difficult for you to like get out of the way. Believe me, I've worked this matchup. Like, you can hit the head, like there are ways to snipe it, but outside of just kind of tapping it once or twice, if you try and hang around it, you're gonna get hit by a lot more moves as it buffers them out. It's rough. The tail is a lot safer, and in a fight like this, that matters because you don't get more healing. And it's a long fight. Can't afford to trade just to hit the head. You can do things like this where you run by and smack it once or twice, but that's about it. Oh, I still don't have any ballista. Never mind, whatever. This is greedy. We'll be okay. Another super? Alright. Running out of stamina there can be pretty bad. Cool monster. I really like this fight. It was fun learning this fight in Portable Third when we first got to it. Like, I consider it to be a lot more fun to learn, and a lot more dynamic to learn than a Cantor and a Canless. And I consider it in sort of a similar design philosophy to those fights in terms of it's big, it moves around, and you have to hang on for the requisite amount of time. Like, you have to, it's a lot of HP. It's about not taking too much damage so you can survive to the end of the fight. A lot more than it's about, like, I don't know, just dunking on the monster until it's dead. We already went for this once and we got killed. I'm not trying it again. Not worth. Not worth. Oof. It totally would snow. Demon Dance is literally never the move in this matchup. Just never. Not unless you get the down from the Ballista when it's charging up for its big tornado. Yep. Dodge the wrong way there. We're going lower on healing. Like, I need to be careful, but I think we'll make it. Dual Blades is also nice in that, like, while it's a dumpy matchup, you're usually running around with your weapon sheath a lot of the time, which means that you're able to Superman dive a lot of those charges that something like a bow, where it's got its weapon out a lot of the time, just can't. Yep. If I'd been a little slower about inputting that circle attack, I would have been able to get out of the way of that. The sound effects on that are kind of disorienting when you're in the middle of it because they rapidly switch from ear to ear as the thing spins around. Could be fog. They might have changed it. Am I out of might seeds? I'm out of might seeds. Good stuff. I think this thing will be dead soon. Oh, yeah. Just missing the matchup. We got this, though. Yeah, see, even if you try and run out of the way of that spin attack, even with 2 dashes, if you're demonized, you can't really get out of the way of it, so it's often better to just go for the weird sweet spot, which I think is kind of fun. There we go. GG, Amatsu. That was Amatsu Magatsuchi with Dual Blades. Solo. In Portable Third. Top 3 matchups in the game easily. Nope. Not a top 3 matchup. I can guarantee that. Show it to Shepard? I'm not doing this to show it to Shepard. I'm just doing this because you guys asked about it a lot. I already carved the tail. I guess let's get some herbs. Oh, just an herb and an elberry. Okay. What's Amatsu's rare drop? Heavenly Dragon Gem? Something like that, yeah. See if I can tell you here. Nope, we didn't get one. It's a really nice ending turnip, isn't it? I like revisiting this game. This game's fun.